Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, we've got baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Miami Marlins. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And today's starter, Grayson Rodriguez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And that's where the swing, it's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoon Lee. And the first offering is not close.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boog. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
Popped up, 2 away now. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or can be bunted right back at a position player.
Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Now it's Matt Chapman. That's a strike. 0-1. Chapman gets a piece there. Wade leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And on the mound in this one, Hayden Birdsong.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And it's even up. Ozuna launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs. That one missed.
Count's full.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying off the sculpture. It's a home run. That did some damage. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0. Here's Trey Turner. First pitch just misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that's in for a strike. And 1-1.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
In there. And so now 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Adley Rutschman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out, base is empty. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. This one popped up. Adames on his way over. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Here's Josh Young. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball,
2 down,
2
base
strikes.
is empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. He goes down looking. Back here in Miami, leading off, Jesus Sanchez. Rodriguez back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
Sanchez with a homer in his last game. Now the 0-1.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
1-2.
That one not close. And that's ball 1. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Randall Grichuk now.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Yastrzemski starting as the designated hitter. Hitting 7th in today's lineup. He's been on a terrific run at the plate. Hitting over 350 in his last 10. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
1-2 the count.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Inside, almost got him. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler Fitzgerald. And he chases a high fastball there.
0-1.
This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting 6, no left fielder.
Dylan Cruz, the next up for the Marlins.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
The 1-0.
No, that's outside.
This is one
Ball.
of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Foul ball there.
Come on, Dylan.
And that one hammered back there. And out of here. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And they add on. It's 3-0. And the batter now, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And ball one, Bird song. He's known to have exceptional stuff. The strikeout number is usually way up there. However, he does have some issues with walks from time to time. Swings and misses, and it's 1-1.
And because of that, the pitch count can get high and not consistently deep into the ball games like you would expect for a guy who can get so many swings and misses.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And there's a foul ball. And it's about controlling that stuff, right? I mean, he's got to harness all of that electric stuff and keep it at least somewhat in the strike zone.
Yeah, I'd say a guy like this sometimes needs to simplify the repertoire. Instead of trying to throw 3 and 4 pitches, just stick with 2 pitches that are very effective. Perhaps you can keep the pitch count down, get yourself deeper into the ball game.
That misses.
1-1.
1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. A swing and a soft liner. Fires to first on the run. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Back to the top of the lineup, Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
A couple of singles back to back. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Mountcastle, the lead runner at second. Ozuna at first. 2 out of the inning. And that drops in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The 1-2. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Gerard Encarnacion. First pitch misses.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
strikes.
Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And there's a ball. That one misses, and that's ball 3. headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So a man aboard, and here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. And that is out of play. Nobody out, runner at first. Inside, and now it's even 1-1. Ground ball could be 2. Glove flips to second, back to first, and that is a double play. Willie Adames stands in.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
2 outs, base is empty. Up and in. Now 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and here is Adley Rutschman. Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-1.
The 0-1. And it's fouled away. And that one is inside. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
We got a full count.
That one misses,
Outside,
so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Josh Young. That one off the mark, 1-0.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Got him swinging. And now Tyler Fitzgerald. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Way inside, gets out of the way. The 1-0. Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Cruz in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
As a rookie, he's done a good job of stealing bases. Sometimes it takes players more time to build confidence to try it, but he hasn't been hesitant in the slightest. Outside. He just goes for it. When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
2 outs. To the right side, and foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. New inning getting started, and digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. That one's in there. It's 0-1. The Giants trailing by 3. Top half of inning number 4. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz has this one sized up. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. And here is Matt Chapman. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Next offering is down low. Just missed. That one misses. Ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Marlins, Pete Crow Armstrong. Just off the inside edge.
1-0.
And another ball.
Nope, ball.
Right through there for a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Elliot Ramos. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Crow Armstrong aboard here at first with nobody out. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. On the mound now, Cal Quantrill.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next up for the Marlins. Reached on an infield single his first time. That clips the corner. Runner takes off. Pitch is low.
That's down.
And safe. It's a stolen base. Man at second. Clips the corner. 1-2. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Marcell Ozuna. That one catches the zone.
No ball.
That's
One
strike
strike.
one. Ground ball up the middle. And that'll do it. Back here in Miami, ready now for the fifth inning. And here is Jesus Sanchez. And that one
Ball,
upstairs,
that's high.
ball one. Sanchez, 27 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Check swing, and he went. Now 3-2. Right through there. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Randall Grichuk, the next Giant to hit. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Mike Yastrzemski. There's the strike.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Here comes the 0-1. That one's upstairs,
That's
ball
ball.
1. The Giants
One ball,
hitless
one
so
strike.
far in the game. Chopper right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. Giants go in order. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for Miami, Trey Turner. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel.
That one ripped. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Adley Rutschman singing. The Orioles gave him the largest signing bonus ever. More than $8 million, and you can see why. This guy just oozes with talent.
Yeah, Boog, and if it wasn't for a strained triceps injury, I believe Adley would have been on the Orioles opening day roster in 2022. The moment he was healthy enough, the Orioles called him up, and the rest is history.
Quantrill back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
2 gone now.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Now it's going to be Tyler Fitzgerald.
Ball.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Next pitch is outside. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs with a runner at third. Two 1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Out to short. Adames, the throw to first. And that'll do it. Top 6. Now the left fielder, Herrera Encarnacion. And that's way high.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1. Pulls that one foul. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. Down the left field line, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
No more having to worry about keeping the no-hitter alive now. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight.
Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Lee at the plate and takes high there. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. So here's Wade now. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two on, 2 outs. And that drops in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Out towards left center. Cruz sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Dylan Cruz. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 2-0.
Just
no, that
missed.
That's a ball.
And a strike.
3-1.
Swing and a ground ball. Sends it across to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Crow Armstrong up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Quantrill back to work. Fought off foul. Ripped on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Elliot Ramos. First offering, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
That's outside. Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ramos, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And delivers outside. And that's down and away.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
That to right. Sanchez pulls that one down. That is the inning. Top of inning number 7. Here's Matt Chapman. Rodriguez back to work. Ball 1 there.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Now 1-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one missed.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch is outside, ball 1. The Giants trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that skips in the dirt. And the next pitch is way outside. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. New pitcher for the Marlins, Yennier Cano.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Randall Grichuk, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. This one lifted in the air, left field. Nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He's already homered in this game. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss and a slider.
He's been great in this one.
0-2.
Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Ripped on a line. Encarnacion makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Trey Turner at the plate.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And the 1-0. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's too low. And the count is 3-1. Out to short, Adames. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. 1 gone, runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. There's a strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
He swings and fouls 1 off. Turner, the base runner at first with 1 out. Breaking ball
1-2.
inside. 1-2 to count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. Man at first, 1 away. Well struck right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Young stands in now and watches strike 1.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And the slider just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And now it's even up. 2nd and 3rd, 1 away. That's down and in.
Full count.
And that'll load the bases.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this.
Tristan Beck gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
So bases loaded with one away. And up next for Miami, Tyler Fitzgerald. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1.
That missed. That's the
This is
ball.
a situation where the hitter is looking for something up
1-1.
in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
The left fielder, number 3.
Dylan Cruz now at the plate. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
That's the ball.
And a count 1-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. That's the 3rd out. We're at the top of the 8th, and now it's the Giants DH, Mike Yastrzemski. And that's
1 ball, no
downstairs. 1-0.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
On the ground to the left. Fair ball.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Digging in, Herrera Encarnacion. There's a strike. Cano, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in Cuba. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Runner at first with no outs here. And a swing and a miss. First out in the top of the 8th. And up next for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey, 1 for 2. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Yastrzemski stands at first with 1 out. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 3. That one to first. Has some trouble with it. Gets to first ahead of the runner, and they do get the out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Randy Rodriguez.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. That one's upstairs, ball one. Left field, Encarnacion brings it in, and a quick out, number one. And next is the designated hitter, Elliot Ramos. On the inside corner for a strike. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's outside. And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Popped in the air, left field. Encarnacion makes the play. Two down. Two down, base is empty. Ryan Mountcastle, the next up for the Marlins. And a slider misses down and away. High fly ball out to center field. Lee corrals it, and that is that.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Felix Bautista.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
No, that missed.
Just missed.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And up next for the Giants, Lamont Wade Jr. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that one fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. He's 2 outs away. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That's in there. 0-1. Chapman gets a piece there. Lee leads off first with 1 away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt. Next offering
Set the ball.
upstairs. And that's a strikeout looking. And they're down to their last out. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. First pitch, and he just misses. Fastball for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game. you